Next one's from CJ Emanuel. He's been on our show.
Yeah, great guy.
Subject is the MVP and the basketball top 10. Compliment number 1. Despite a pay cut reduction hours in my job, I leveled up from monkey on a cupcake to tremendous because this show is that effing good. Compliment 2. Nice traps. I guess he's talking to you, Konnan. He's making fun of Durbin there. I think is what he's doing.
Still got Kazoo.
Okay, question number 1. One of my favorite but most slept on wrestlers is MVP, mainly because of his origin story. Dude held up an effing cruise ship. How gangsta is that? Anyway, I don't remember him ever being on your show. Any good stories about MVP? Did he grow up near your hood, Konnan? Question 2. Did you see ESPN's top 10 NBA player list? If you modified that list to only players you actually saw, who comes off and who would you add? I never saw Bill Russell or Wilt Chamberlain play. I'd replace him with Hakeem and Barkley on my list with a strong argument to add David Robinson, CJ Manuel from San Antonio, and Iran. The question number 1, first of all, Konnan, you know MVP well. I don't know. I've never met him. Right. What's his cruise story?
When he was in Miami and him and like 7 other guys held up a cruise ship and went in there and stole all the money, and then they got caught. And then they put him in jail. I think he was in jail like 8 years or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the story about you and him getting arrested or getting handcuffed at the San Diego football?
No, that was just me.
But he was with you, though, wasn't he?
With me, him, and Ray and his son. And he was with this girl, and I think she needed to take her purse back. And I don't know what the problem was with me, but the cop came and he arrested me, and he was going to take me to jail. And we basically talked him out of it.
Yeah, but why was he going to arrest you?
I think I became combative or something like that.
Obstructing justice.
I wasn't obstructing justice. I just became combative because they were being dicks, And we actually this is true though. So I went to elementary in a part of Miami called Carroll City, and he also grew up in Carroll City, but I'm 10 years older than him, so we didn't run in the same circles.
Interesting.
Had you seen this list, this top 10 list, in case you guys don't know it?
No, I've seen it. We posted it.
Disco actually changed.
I would take Russell and Chamberlain off. I would put Steve Nash on it.
Right.
Just because Steve Nash, during a period of time, I think he led the NBA in assists, and he was also the best shooter in the league at the time.
Right.
He was like a 92% free throw shooter, 43. He was a ridiculous shooter, right? He had a good run there, Steve Nash did. But even though he had to run into Michael Jordan in the finals. But also, who else would I put on? I'd put Akeem Olajuwon on there, yeah. Yeah, he was a beast. So I'd take Russell and Chamberlain off. I'd put Olajuwon on with Steve Nash.
I would
I had LeBron number 1 too.
Yeah, he had LeBron number 1. I would definitely keep Jordan number 1.
And then here's why. This is why. And you can't ignore this. Okay, so LeBron, what he won 8 straight Eastern Conference championships. Okay, some ridiculous number, right? But I'll disagree with anybody that wants to argue this. That the level of competition that LeBron had to play in the finals was way stronger than Jordan. Over a course of 6 NBA finals. I mean, LeBron played in 8. I would say he was probably the underdog in maybe 4 of them.
I think way better talent in Jordan's era.
No way. There's no way.
Yes.
No way. No, but let me say this too. And this is why I say Jordan. The year when Jordan quit, when he left in 90, what did he leave? 94? Or 90, the year he left to go play baseball,
93,
right?
94 was the first year he didn't play, yeah.
The Bulls won 60 games that year.
Right.
Jordan left the Cleveland Cavaliers. They only won 19 games the next year. It's LeBron, he was literally playing with a bunch of bums. He'd go to the NBA Finals. He was playing with a 19-win team.
Well,
and he was on the team and they played in the NBA Finals. I would
say this: out of basketball, football, baseball, my favorite sport is basketball. And I'm a big, humongous basketball fan. I saw all from Jordan from when he was in college, and I was following LeBron when he was in high school. And to me, still, can you imagine if Jordan would have started, if he wouldn't have gone to college and went straight to the NBA? How much more successful he probably would have been. And he also took a year off, as we know. But I've seen all of LeBron's game. After the Celtics, my team is the Miami Heat. And to me, the greatest player I ever saw was Jordan.
You think Kobe was ranked a little bit low on that list? I think he was 9 or 8 or something like that.
I don't remember who was ahead.
I had him like 6 or something. Yeah,
but he's in the top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain, because I actually did see them, and no matter what you say, because back then there weren't that many tall guys or that. The thing about Will Chamberlain and Bill Russell is they weren't just tall, fucking goofy guys that were taller than everybody. They were also athletic. So that made them doubly better because they didn't have as many big athletic guys as them. So they were just going to town on everybody. They were fucking talented. And you can't take away the fact that Russell won 11 championships. So, nobody's ever done that.